welcome back to the DFS Sweatshop. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome. How you all doing? This is your DFS Jerusalem. You can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Today, we'll be taking a look at what happened last night. We're also going to be looking ahead to this wonderful 4-game slate that we have on deck for today. What this show is about, man, this is about taking a look at where you were, seeing where you're going, and hopefully making some sense of whatever bad decisions or that whatever we did wrong to stop doing, whatever we did right to keep on doing it. Okay, that's our goal with this podcast. So big shout out to everybody that participated yesterday, man. Had some really solid lines rolled out. Pretty good return on FanDuel. DraftKings was okay. Still ready to move on. We've got NFL popping off tonight. You know, it's going to be Thursday. So look out for the Iceman and the homie Samuel. I like to drum. Those guys are going to be inside of the Facebook VIP doing some stuff. Of course, I'm going to be coming at you Saturday with our NFL stuff. So, yo, it's good. The rest of the week in NBA should be pretty solid. You know, we've got 4 games today. And I'm going to tell you something about these 4 games because these 4 games are chock full, really. This really is like a 6-game slate to me in terms of playable guys. Because, I mean, with the injuries that we already know about, and we've had time to see how the injuries are affecting the team, with all of the stuff that's going on that we already know, like I don't foresee anything happening that's out of the blue that will take us all by surprise. All of these teams, very deep, 8-man benches. They play deep into these teams. So I think today it could be a really nice day for us. You look at the Rockets. I'm talking about 8 deep. You look at Utah. They go 8 deep. Oklahoma City, Brooklyn, like all these teams go at least 8 deep, and I think that's a very good way for us to attack this slate, knowing that there's a lot of plays to like. There's a lot of plays like. This is gonna be a really nice 4-game slate. I like this. The Sweatshop likes it. The homie Lonzo Beacham says he has the sunshine in his pocket. Yes, the homie DLN Sports, the cash line, the big homie Dan just jumped in. And yo, big shout out to that dude, man, because that dude started out in the Sweatshop with us. Yo, every once in a while, there's cats that are in the Sweatshop that, you know, I'm not gonna say that I teach them some shit. It's not like that, but they kind of learn how we do things, and they have their own thing they want to do, and they will go out and they will achieve greatness in their own way, and that's dope. So shout out to the homie from the cash line. Shout out to the homie Paulie D, who's over at Wise Take now. Yo, this can go on and on and on. The people that started with us and branched out, and I feel like fucking what's the dude, man? I feel like from the 49ers, the dude, he was like a coach for the 49ers, and then everybody just went out and he's like a coaching tree. There's like a coaching tree everywhere. Like, what is it him, or am I talking about the guy that's from Green Bay, Lombardi? Am I like Lombardi? And then you've got because he was from the Giants and went to Green Bay, and then now you've got all of the coaching people like Bill Lombardi goes all the way down to Belichick from the Giants, right? Is that what we're doing here? Because I hope so. That's dope, right? So we got a really Bill Walsh. I was thinking about Bill Walsh. Was I thinking about first? I was thinking about Bill Walsh, yeah, because he has a nice coaching tree as well. Most definitely. But Parcells, yeah, all of that. Right, Rhino, DFS, you know what I'm saying? Like all of them cats, man. That's dope. Yeah. So let's go ahead and check it out, because what I want to do is I want to come up with some foundational stuff, man. Some core selection guys that we're going to be looking at and getting in our lineups and put in our initial player pool. So first things first, let's go ahead and jump into the feature 4 players tonight. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. First guy we're going to talk about is going to be the Who Dat, scoring all them points over there, player of the night. We talking Jakar Sampson. Yo, it was really funny. Okay, can I want to pull this up. I want to pull this up because I want to see what LeBron. I want to show you what LeBron has to say about Jakar Sampson. I want to see what yeah, I want to see what LeBron said about Jakar, because this is something that we could use going forward, man. I want you to take a look at this one because, well, damn, there's no post game because, well, what he said they asked him on NBA TV, you know, how it was playing against him, blah 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 blah, and he says they're two hometown cats. Jakar Sampson is an Akron kid, and he knows LeBron. That's why he gets up to play. They get up to play each other because they actually know each other from Ohio, and that's something to look at going forward whenever you see these guys in matchups. And that's something we did see when he was in Philadelphia last year. Like, he kind of got up to play LeBron, and he played LeBron pretty well. And I mean, he played LeBron pretty well, and LeBron balled out. But still, I mean, that's just a thing with them. You know what I'm saying? That's just a thing with them. So we're talking about that guy. Here we go. Bam. Yeah, and he played 33 minutes, 6 points, 16 boards, 1 steal, point per minute. Went ham. He went ham, and really solid game from him. And he was the pivot that we talked about from all of the Quinn Cook chalk. Honestly, I wasn't really on Jakar Sampson until the Quinn Cook chalk came out, because whenever like Quinn Cook was being force-fed on all of us because he was in that starting role for Golden State, we had to find some other place where we could go, and I think Jakar Sampson was there for a lot of us. So shout out to the homie Jakar Sampson. You are last night's Who Dat, scoring all them points over there, player of the night. The next guy we're going to be talking about is how did I miss that play? And this is crazy because Andre Drummond, 9.1K. The price was so high on him. I still felt it was a good spot. We talked about him. We touted him. We pushed him up. We was like, yeah, Drummond's in play. Drummond. The homie, actually, while we were in the line drive, one of the homies was like, yo, do one of them, but put Drummond in it. Take that guy out and put Drummond in it. And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. But I just didn't do it. And dude went out and had 27 points, 20 boards, 6 assists, only turned the ball over once. Awesome game. Awesome game. Andre Drummond, man, 62 points for him. And how the fuck did I miss that? I had no Drummond. Next guy we're talking about is the Heat check play tonight. It can only go to 1 cat, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you why it can only go to 1 cat. Let's take a look.
It's got to be about 20 points in the paint. It's got to be 20 points already.
Cousins. So Free gets the foul. Lyles will sit down.
That's a great entry. Obviously, Rondo trying to settle everything down.
Heat check for Emmanuel Mudiay. It'll be Rondo. He took 5 with him, and hopefully those guys are okay.
This is a pass all the way, and that's, well.
That happened all night long. Boogie was in the post. I'm talking open like 7-11, and he was destroying. I don't know why. What even made them think that they could put Kenneth Faried, little scrawny ass, on a man like Boogie Cousins? And Boogie destroyed that dude. 40 points, 22 boards, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. I'm talking destroyed that dude. It was bad. Boogie went nuts. He really did. And for that reason, man, only you, Boogie, can be the Heat check player tonight. 40 minutes, 40 points, 22 boards, 4 assists, knocked out a couple 3-point shots. Those 6 turnovers really hurt you, especially on FanDuel. But 4 blocks, man. He went ham. Boogie went nuts. Awesome game for Boogie, and he's a Heat check player tonight. Now, we must discuss that one motherfucker, and here he goes. Marcus Smart, you sorry son of a bitch, in 34 minutes. 7.25 points. 7.25 points. In 34 minutes, the dude scores 7.25 points. 2 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 4 turn. You had, whatever he did the most, the thing he did the most was turn it over. He had just as much turnovers as assists. More turnovers than points. More turnovers than rebounds. This dude was horrible. Horrible. And that's why tonight you, Marcus Smart, at 5.2, jumping into a starting role for Jaylen Brown. You're a motherfucking snowflake. with your snowflake ass, and I'm not gonna roster your bitch ass again. Now let's get on with the rest of the motherfucking show. Okay. Now, like we talked about, we definitely do have a 4-game slate, so we're ready to rock on that one. And Friday, what's up Friday? Friday, we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got 8 games Friday. I like that. And then Saturday, we do have, I think we got 7 games Saturday. Well, no, we've got another. Okay, we got 7 games Saturday. But that 7 o'clock Lakers Charlotte joint might be a part of the main, so we might have 8 games Saturday. I don't think that 6 o'clock game is going to be there too. So we can finish the week strong, have some really solid showings. But let's go ahead and get into it. And something that we're talking about in the actual chat, man, is the blowouts. Is trying to predict the blowouts. And I think while I had 0 LeBron. Absolutely 0 LeBron. But I had a lot of Boogie. I had a lot of Zebo, who I did like from that game. I had a lot of Towns, who I also loved yesterday. So it wasn't a big deal for me that I faded LeBron. It really wasn't. But we look at this. You look at this, and you cannot predict the blowouts, bro. You really can't. There's this. I mean, the way the NBA is being played right now, there's just absolutely no way to really predict the blowouts. And it just so happened that I was saved because let's just say Boogie doesn't go ham. Let's just say all because I mean everybody went nuts yesterday. Let's just say everybody doesn't go crazy yesterday, and LeBron does what LeBron does, which is what he did yesterday. Then the 7% of people that played LeBron James would have easily won all the money. So I say that to say you cannot predict blowouts. And you look at like the Houston-Utah game for today. It's a 208.5 point total. You got 215 for Oklahoma City, Brooklyn. That looks like it could blow out. You got Washington, Phoenix. Looks like it could blow out, especially without Devin Booker. So, but it's just so hard. It's just so hard to predict the blowout. So I don't want you to get stuck on that. Okay. So let's go ahead, man. We're gonna jump into it. First game we got is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers going to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. Yet another game that looks like it could blow out. Joel Embiid at 10.1, Ben Simmons at 9.9. Of course, both of these guys are going to be in play on a 4-game slate, kind of like a stack easily. You've got Robert Covington at 6.3, who I definitely think is usable. Dario Saric is a guy that's going to be in play. JJ Redick at 5.2, yes. Now, Saric seems to be a game-time decision, so let's take a look at this one. And what I've actually just showed you is that you could stack the shit out of Philadelphia. So Saric suffered a left eye laceration during Wednesday's practice. It apparently isn't serious. Cool, yeah, he should be good. Okay, good. And what we're looking for is, T.J. McConnell. If T.J. McConnell is out, that automatically makes Jared Bayless a play at 3.3. Off of the bench, you might be able to look at him. Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot at 3.2 is a guy that I do want you to take a look at. On the other side, Lonzo Ball, 6.5. I said I wasn't going to play Lonzo until he was under 7K. And he's here now. And I want to take a look at what he did last time against the Sixers. 12.25 points at 7.2 salary in 21 minutes. I cannot fucking play Lonzo. And he's probably going to go off for a triple-double. Lonzo. Brandon Ingram, yes. 6.4 looks to be playable, as does Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Larry Nance Jr., 4.9 is cheap, but I don't really love him. Kyle Kuzma at 5.5. Yo, I don't love the Lakers at all. I don't love a lot of these Lakers. Maybe some Brolo at 4.4. That is cheap for Brolo. Maybe that's cheap. Yeah, Brandon Ingram. I do like KCP. Maybe Brolo, if you think he's going to get some minutes. Let's take a look at what he did last time against him. 13.5, only 16 minutes. Man, it's tough. The Lakers suck, bro. Next game we got is going to be the Washington Wizards going to Phoenix to take on the Suns here. Everybody's going to be talking about Markieff Morris' revenge. What's he done against them? Is the revenge narrative really real? Because he had 11 and 15 points against them last time he played them last year. And he played 25 and 26 minutes. So is the revenge narrative really real? Is it really real? Lonzo a fade. Philly fans are going to boo him incessantly. I agree. Gortat, yes, is a play for me at 5.1. I'm going to let everybody else do the Markieff Morris shit and jump on that. I'm going to let everybody else do that. I probably won't get there. Otto Porter, yes, is in play. Beal is in play for me. Tim Frazier, not a big fan of him. I think that Ubi Jr. at 5K is a guy that we can look at. Maybe even some Ian Mahinmi at 3.2. A nice cheap guy coming off of the bench. Mike Scott at 3.1 is a guy that could get run in a game like this. On the other side, you got TJ Warren, who's probably going to be the lock of all locks. And he was just the snowflake of the night, getting ejected and only bringing back 10.75 on a 6.4 salary. But he should stay in the game and play a lot of minutes and be fairly relatively useful. Tyler Ulis at 4.4. Of course, he's in play. A lot of this is without, as long as we don't have the homie in, you know. Now, Troy Daniels at 4.4. Yo, Troy Daniels can fucking shoot. I'm just gonna make it plain. Yo, Troy Daniel can fucking shoot. I mean, this dude, his jumper is wet. I'm talking about he can shoot. 18, 6, 13. He did have that one 31-point game against Houston, and then he had a 23-point game against Chicago. But all of that was in like very limited minutes. I mean, if he gets 20+ minutes, he should be good to go. Like, he should return value on that salary easy. Plus, I think he's going to be fairly chalky, and with him shooting like that, or being able to shoot like that, you're going to have to get some play from him somewhere. Josh Jackson at 4.5 is a play that I absolutely love today. Mike James is usable at 4.4. But, yo, you can give me some of that. I don't really love the bigs in this spot, though. I really don't. I don't really love the bigs in this spot. I could do without them. Like guys like Greg Monroe, guys like Marcus Chris, I can kind of do without them. The only one, like if I knew for a fact that I'd get some Alex Lynn in solid minutes, then I could go there. But then you look at the fact that, okay, Tyson Chandler, is he going to be out? Because he was out yet last game. Yes, he may return today. We might get Alex Lynn back. I mean, might get Tyson Chandler back today. And that's going to muddy the water for me. So I'll probably stay away from the bigs in this game and just play some of the guards and the wing guys. So check Monroe's stats versus the Wizards. Let's take a look at what Monroe has done against the Wizards. Now, some of it's going to be when he was with Detroit. With Milwaukee. 41 against them in 33 minutes last year. 24, 36, 21. So I mean, he's got pretty decent history against Gortat because that's who was playing center there. So at 4.9 on a 4-game slate, he's definitely a possibility because he is power forward and center eligible. Maybe you could use him in some spots. Next game we got, but I don't love him. Next game is going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder going to Brooklyn to take on the Nets. And now we start to see that Westy price. We are starting to see that Westy price, bro. We're starting to see it. 12K for him. 38.2% usage. You're seeing Paul George 8 point. See, this is the shit I don't like because okay, if what's going on is as Westbrook is eating up more usage and points and rebounds and assists, and his price is going up. I get that, but he's taking it from Paul George, from Carmelo Anthony, and their prices are not going down. It's like Paul George is still 8K plus. And I mean, when has he returned value or been owned enough to substantiate that type of billing? You know what I mean? Like outside of that 162-point game, 35, 32, 37, 23, 28 over the last 6 games. I mean, he had a couple of 50-point joints, but I mean, Paul George hasn't really been killing it. You know what I mean? He hasn't really been killing it. So, but on a 4-game slate, man, you got to take a look at some of these guys. And anytime I like Westbrook, I automatically like Steven Adams at 6.1, who the price is creeping up on him too. No Roberson for me. Jeremy Grant is a game time decision, so that's going to push it down to cats like Patrick Patterson if you want to take a look here. It may even mean some more minutes for Paul George or Carmelo Anthony. Both of those guys can swing and play that 3-4-5. 3-4. So that could be a guy that we look at. Damn. Yo, with no Jeremy Grant, bro. With no Jeremy Grant. Let's take a look at this one. Let's look at okay. So Grant is listed as questionable. This was updated 4 minutes ago. Thursday game due to a left hip contusion. When exactly Grant suffered it is unclear. Coming off the game against the Jazz, so he had 18 minutes. Okay, so he might not play, bro. Ooh. He might not play. Okay. Felton to beat another guy for the bench too at 3.2, who I think you should take a look at as well. On the other side, Orlando Hollis Jefferson at 5.4. Don't really love him, but he is in play. Dinwiddie, yes. You get Dinwiddie under 7K. I definitely think that's a guy that you could be taking a look at. You've got Damari Carroll at 5.4. Yes, Alan Crabb for the cheap at 4.4 looks to be usable. Karis LeVert 4.7, and maybe some Trevor Booker. No, I don't like that. I'm good. I don't want a ton from Brooklyn. I take those cats. I don't need a lot. I can't play OKC bench guys on a 4-game slate. You might have to, especially like if Jeremy Grant is out, and that means that Raymond Felton is the first guy off of the bench. That's pretty solid at 3.2. If you don't have Jeremy Grant, if you don't have Jeremy Grant, right? Last game on the slate is going to be the Utah Jazz at the crib, defending it against the Houston Rockets here. We got James Harden, who's priced at 11K. So that's kind of what it is today. Either you're going to have a Harden lineup or you're going to have a Westbrook lineup. Me, in this situation, I would go more Westbrook because he's been playing extremely selfishly, old school selfishness. So I definitely think that Westbrook would be my choice if I had to choose between him and Harden. But Harden, with a 35% usage and a thousand DK dollars cheaper, is definitely a guy that's in play. The one problem that is there is, you got Chris Paul, who is 7.6, who's fairly cheap in this spot, who I do kind of like here. Clint Capella at 6.5. I can't do that. I'm not going to play centers against Rudy Gobert. I think that's just asking too much on a 4-game slate. Donovan Mitchell, I am not going to not play Donovan Mitchell. I am playing Donovan Mitchell. I'm not letting that motherfucker get away from me this time. I am not. We know Houston shooting guards against Houston is a thing. I am not letting Donovan Mitchell get away. He's priced at 7.2. He was priced at 7.1 and dropped like 50 almost. See, at 7.1 and dropped 48, and the price goes up 100. And another pace up matchup where it should be a lot of possessions and a lot of scoring. So I am most assuredly going to be playing some Donovan Mitchell. I like Mitchell. Rubio is in play at 5.1. Favors at 6.2. Is that Gobert is 6.2? Are you kidding me? What the? Okay. He's not on the injury report and he's 6.2? Is that a typo? You can stack up Utah in this, baby. Jingles at 4.9. Burks, who I think we can stop with the Burks now. I think we can get off of Burks now. Because their bench looks, no. If there's no Hood, if there's no Neto, then Burks is still in play. If there's no Hood, there's no Neto, Burks is still in play. I don't think Gobert's on the minutes limit. Yeah, Burks is still in play. All right, on the other side, we talked about Harden. We talked about Capella, who I don't like. Chris Paul, yes. Ariza, no. Ryan Anderson is a game-time decision. So if he doesn't play, like if him or Hilario don't play, then you've got to look automatically P.J. Tucker, Eric Gordon, both of those guys to play. Even Luke Mbamute at 3.4 is a guy that you might want to take a look at. So this is a nice little slate. There's a lot of plays here, bro. And there's a lot of plays. What I like about this is there's a lot of either-or plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you can't cover everybody. You can't, with 2 or 3 lineups, you can't cover everybody. I like that. But if you think right and you knock the shit out and do it the right way, you can cover a fair amount of ground. I like this. This is a good slate. We're gonna rock this shit. We really are. So we got the initial player pool already locked in. Meet me here. The game started at 8 o'clock, so meet me here at about 6 o'clock, 5:30 or 6, either or. And that's when we're going to go in. We're going to break down everything game by game, get all the news and notes that we have compiled throughout the day, put all that shit together, and we're going to build some lineups, and we're going to rock out, all right? So if you want to know how to get there and do that, what you do is you go to the website, right? And it's www.dfssweatshop.com. That is where we will meet, greet. You lock in here. You lock in here, and you go to join now. And you got two options, man. The $119.99 that will take you through a full calendar year. That is going to be the rest of football, basketball, baseball, back around to this point in basketball next year. Or you can do the monthly joint where 50 cents a day, and you're good. So hook up with me, man. Find out. Go ahead and get there, and then we can get into the Facebook group. And something that I like to do, and I'm not sure a lot of other people do this, but I like to take a look on both sites. That way we can see, what pricing discrepancies that there may be, right? Because what we're looking for is guys that are cheaper on FanDuel than they are on DraftKings, right? So let's take a quick look through. Like, okay, Sarek, expensive. Covington, expensive. All these guys are a lot. They cost more on FanDuel than they are on DraftKings. And see the reason, and a lot of the biggest reason for that is minimum salary. This is why it's so big. Minimum salary on FanDuel is 3.5. Minimum salary on DraftKings is 3K. Okay. Kuzma 5.4. So Kuzma is 100 cheaper on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings. That could be a usable guy here. Look at okay, Jordan Clarkson 4.5. Let me check Clarkson out on DK. What's the price on that on the homie? Clarkson is 4.9 on DraftKings. So now the sites. So DraftKings is more or less putting me on Clarkson. Clarkson is 4.9 on DraftKings, but on FanDuel, where he should be more expensive than 4.9, he's actually 4.5. So what DraftKings is doing now is just disagreeing with FanDuel, saying, "Nah, man, yo, I think that Clarkson is a 4.9 player. You know what I'm saying? Can get you. I think what it's saying is, I think Clarkson can get you 30 points. That's what DraftKings is telling me. FanDuel is saying something different. I'm gonna go with DraftKings. I'm gonna get some Jordan Clarkson in there, 4.5. I kind of like that. So let's go back and let's highlight Clarkson on. Yeah, let's highlight Clarkson here. I like that. That was a good example right there. That was a good example. Who else we got? Larry Nance is priced up. KCP fairly similar. Ingram is a few hundred more. Lonzo Ball is 100 more on FanDuel. He should be less, actually. Sorry ass. All right. Then we got Washington Phoenix. Bradley Beal 8.6. So Gortat. Okay, Gortat is 4.8. Gortat is 4.8 on FanDuel. Let's take a look at it because I already said I liked him. Let's see what he is on DraftKings. Okay. So on DraftKings, okay, so he 5.1. 5.1 for Gortat on DraftKings. FanDuel is okay, cool, okay. FanDuel he's 4.8. So that's gonna put him in play for me. That's gonna put him in play for me even more on FanDuel, yeah. Gortat 4.8, yes. Clarkson dropped 39 against Philly last time. Wow. All right. Who else we got? Tyler Ulis 4.9. TJ Warren 8.1. Monroe, Chris, Troy Daniels is 3.7. So he's a little cheaper. He's 400 cheaper on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings. That's usable. All right. Okay. OKC Brooklyn. Russell Westbrook is 500 cheaper on FanDuel, but we like him automatically anyway. Melo, Robinson, Grant. Okay, that's the only value I see there. Crabbe, Zeller. Dinwiddie is priced at 7.2. Rondae is priced up some. Caris LeVert. What's Caris LeVert? I think LeVert's like 500 on no, I think 5K, but yeah, and I'm getting a lot of concerns about the elevation. I'm getting a lot of concerns about the elevation in Mexico. Which I mean I could dig. I mean it makes sense, yeah. Trevor Booker 4.5. I can dig it, makes sense, but let's not like put too much stock into the whole elevation thing, because it's not like these are a bunch of football players and offensive linemen who can't run. Like these are the best athletes in the world. The NBA, these are the best conditioned athletes in the world, especially the stars and the studs. Like, these ain't no, you know what I'm saying? These ain't no 300-pound offensive linemen who you can tell when they go to Mile High Stadium. It feels different. You know what I'm saying? So, but still, I still respect what you're saying. Yeah, the elevation does matter, but let's not go crazy over the elevation. Then we got Houston and Utah. Harden, 500 more. Chris Paul, there's no discount on him. See, Rudy Gobert is 7.6 on FanDuel. Damn, he's priced up. Mitchell's 3. Okay, Derek Favors is cheaper. Derek Favors is cheaper on FanDuel deals on DraftKings. Ricky Rubio is a little bit cheaper at 5K. Okay, that's usable. Yeah. Melo, shit. Melo lazy as fuck. Eric Gordon, 4.8. Yo, if Ryan Anderson plays, I'm playing him. If Ryan Anderson plays, I'm playing him. Then we got, okay, so what's the price on Eric Gordon on DK? $4.9 is Eric Gordon's price on DK. So on FanDuel, he is 4.8. That's not big enough. That's not huge. So, all right, so yo, we looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Lakers bigs went off last time. Yeah, I think Julius Randle did have a nice game too. I think Julius Randle came off the bench and had a good one. No, he only had 19. Only had 19. Who was the Lakers bigs that went off last time? Rolo didn't go off, did he? No. No. No, he didn't go off. He didn't go off. But I think Brandon Ingram had a nice one though. 47 for Brandon Ingram last time. Okay, Dario Saric and T.J. McConnell remain questionable. That's their tag. Kuzma. Okay, Kuzma off of the bench. Yeah, because we talked about Kuzma. He played decent. He had 31. He didn't go off. He had 31. DraftKings points. Like that. I mean, what was that? FanDuel points. That wasn't ham. Yeah, and B went the fuck off. That's who went off. And B bagged him up. Yeah, and B had what? Yeah, he had 51. Yeah. B had a nice game last time, but against the Lakers, he had 93. Remember that? That was the day we went to the LeBron game. LeBron game in Charlotte. He went off. Yo, I am rambling and I'm on this thing and I'm giving you everything, baby. But yo, if you want to get locked in to how we do it, man, on a daily, man, go hit the website up. Much love and respect to everybody, man. Shout out to you. If you're on FanDuel tonight, keep it 350. If you're on DraftKings, keep it 290. Fucking keep it 300. You're rocking with the best. You always keep it 300. Peace. We out.